Welcome back to another video, guys, and as always, thank you for tuning in. Today is a bit of a special video because although we are in Edutainment Studios, we're packing up. That's the only reason why we're in here, because we're actually traveling to Universal Orlando Resort. We're gonna be arriving in the evening, but in a few hours, we do have a flight that we have to catch, and I'm gonna take you guys through the whole entire experience, hopefully help you make the most out of your first day at Universal Orlando Resort, because we are arriving in the evening, but we're still gonna have some fun. We first have to pack, then we have to head on over to the airport, have a little bit of flight over there, as well as check into our hotel, and then hopefully get to the parks, enjoy the park a little bit, probably just a little bit, maybe even catch some food inside the park. But first, let's go ahead and start off with packing. All right, so in the process of packing, I did run into a bit of an issue. We got our power juice here from Starbucks. I didn't do laundry last night in time, so some of my stuff is still drying, and I fear that it's not gonna be ready, so we're headed to Target. I'm a simple man, so I'm just gonna grab some, plain teas and whatnot, so let's make our way over there. All right, so for me, it's not a huge issue because I could just go to Target, and I'm not too particular, so plain teas or some of these graphic tees are enough for me, and we're only going for a few days, so I'm packing light. That's one of the things I do if I'm traveling even for 7 days, I'll pack light. Backpack is all I take. It saves you a little bit of time when you don't have to check a bag and you don't have to worry about carrying a bunch of luggage. Backpack is the way to go, for me at least. For others, it may not be, but if you can, I would suggest you travel as light as possible. So we're gonna head over, grab some teas, come back to the house, pop those in the bag, and I'll show you a little bit of what I'm packing. And then we gotta head out to the airport. All right, so we're back in the car. We got ourselves a couple of shirts, varieties of colors. I like this salmon color. But yeah, just a few different colors and very affordable. So crisis averted with the laundry not being ready. 18 bucks, we got 3 shirts. We're gonna be there for 3 days. Worst case scenario, we'll do some laundry while we're at the resort. All right, so packing is done. We got everything ready. I showed you guys packing the clothes, but I also packed toothbrush, toothpaste, a couple other things, hair stuff. I'm gonna get freshened up really quick. That's another quick tip for traveling. If you can, freshen up before you go, because when you're in the plane, you don't get to do much freshening up, and mostly if you're sitting by the window, you're kind of stuck. So if you want to feel nice and clean as you travel, take a shower before you head out to the airport. Bam, and we're ready. Got the camera bag, got everything else, got a Universal hat in the back, so we're ready to head out, guys. All we gotta do is put on our shoes and get in the car. Let's go. Alrighty guys, we're making our way to the airport now. We're flying out of DCA, which is Ronald Reagan. We're flying JetBlue. We're flying a day earlier than a friend of mine that we'll be meeting over there, because I was able to find a flight that actually saves me a little bit of money, in addition to give me a little bit of extra time at Universal Studios and Orlando and all that fun stuff. My original flight was supposed to be out on Thursday, so I'm meeting a friend tomorrow. He's flying out on Thursday. He was able to use his credit card points. I was paying cash for the flight, so I happened to fall upon this flight that had an evening on Wednesday, so the night before, and it saved me about $100. So that was a no-brainer. I'm able to work and also fly out and enjoy some of the evening over in Orlando. I'm not a local in Orlando, so any opportunity that I have to make the most of these trips, I always take advantage of it, and even more so when it's saving me money. made it past security. We're in the airport now. You know, it's kind of interesting to fly for the first time without the mask requirement. You know, I'm either or on the topic. It was just interesting. It's my first time flying and seeing so many people's faces. Grab some snacks. Now, the only thing left is to get on the flight and start the second half of the video that's going to be much more fun, which is in Orlando. And we've made it. We have landed at MCO, Orlando International Airport, for those who don't know, and we don't need to wait for a carousel because we packed light. Now we just got to grab an Uber. All right, so we just landed in Orlando International Airport and we're waiting for our Uber to arrive. Special Uber driver, we'll see in just a second. But one of the cool things I wanted to mention is when you're traveling alone is airplane conversation. Sometimes you could be seated next to somebody that you gotta tread carefully and make sure that you want to start conversation with these people because you're stuck on a plane with them for at least 2 hours. And then sometimes you'll have some of the greatest conversation. Met a young lady on the flight, had a really cool conversation, really enjoyed it, and she subscribed to the channel. Awesome. Now the Uber should be here shortly.
Uber for entertainment.
All right, so the Uber has arrived. A bit of a messy one. It's gonna get a bad rating for sure. Look at this guy. They got like a 6'9" guy sitting in the passenger seat, and he's not even part of the Uber app. Ah. Why can't I fit in your car, dude?
You need more. Sorry, I don't have you need more
Nah, it should be good. Oh, it's Senor Connor.
Oh, yeah, how's it going?
Hey, and Senor Lush TV. The drivers of my chariot. Get me to my hotel. Immediately.
Okay, Dad.
Alrighty guys, we just got picked up by our amazing Uber driver, Senor Adrian from Lush TV, and we're on our way to the hotel to check in. We're staying at the Endless Summer Resort. We're staying at Dockside. We're gonna go ahead and go through the check-in process, drop off our stuff at the hotel, and then head to the parks. All right, let's head inside, check in really quick. We'll get our room key, and then we'll start heading to the park. This is the lobby. It looks like Starbucks is closed. Right over here is where you check in. Now we're just waiting for our keys to print, but they give us this great map of the resort. We got the parking areas and then the 2 different towers. And our key should be printing out shortly. All right, so we are getting to the room, but I didn't notice this. Check this out. Is this a Harry Potter room? Yeah, that is dope. I'm gonna have to book this one of these days. All right, so we are all checked in, heading to the room. That was kind of interesting. I've never seen a room with a door like that and the little hanging tag from Harry Potter. That's awesome. We may have to book that sometime, but we're gonna go drop off our stuff. We actually, for the majority of this vacation, will be staying at Sapphire Falls, but we came a day early. So in order to make it like an economical decision, we stayed at Dockside because it saved us about a little bit over $100 just to stay here, and then we'll transition to Sapphire tomorrow. All right, so we're all good and settled. Stuff is down, bed looks nice. We have a bit of a view with Volcano Bay in the distance, and now just to head to the park. And we made it to City Walk. We're making our way over to Universal Studios. We're hungry now from all the traveling. We're probably gonna grab some dinner in the park and hopefully, if we're able to, get a ride in as well. But it looks like it's a pretty busy day. There's a concert going on, Kobe Wetzel or something of that nature. Never heard of him, but looks like it's bringing the crowds in. Alrighty guys, it feels great to be back at the park. We're heading on in. The whole entire group is a little hungry, so we're gonna head on over to have dinner inside of the park first, and then if we're able to, after dinner, maybe jump on a ride. I think we're gonna go ahead and do Finnegan's. And we've made it to the beautiful arches. Feels good to be home. right, so we're gonna go into Finnegan's for dinner time. It looks like it's pretty empty. All right, so we're starting off with the first drink of the vacation. We got some water, the Jack and Coke, of course. Adrian got himself some water. Yeah, dude, you slammed that thing down. And he got himself 2 waters. And the first item of dinner has arrived. It's the appetizer. It's the potato and onion web at Finnegan's. This looks so good. Alrighty, so we got the shepherd's pie. I am so hungry. Can't wait to jump into this. And then my boys over here, chicken sandwich. And then is that a burger? Yeah. Hey, Connor with the burger. Chicken sandwich. What type of basic lady are you? Alrighty guys, we just finished eating at Finnegan's. We got our fill of great food. Actually, it's been a while since we've ate there, but today's vlog, we got to do some traveling, checked into the hotel, gave you a little bit of feedback of the whole entire process and why I chose certain things and how to save a little bit of money, like the flight as well as the hotel tonight, staying at Dockside. Now we're just, oh, that's perfect. I know. So we got the fireworks going on with the fountain show to end the night. I hope you guys enjoyed coming along. We're just gonna finish off by watching the fountain show and some of these fireworks are going off behind me. I will see you guys on the next one. But don't forget to ask yourself, have you been entertained?